Hi there, everybody. It's March 15th. This is video number 2. I'm just sitting inside the truck this time because outside it's a little bit nasty. It's like freezing rain. I don't know if you can even hear it. It's bouncing off the truck. So I just thought I'd pull the truck out by the pier so you guys can still have a view of the lake and not be looking at my ugly mug all the time while we kind of go over a few things that we want to talk about. So, with that being said, got my coffee cup. Bernard's one today. We're rocking out. And we're going to sit here, stare at the lake, and discuss a few things and maybe keep going on this journey of learning about crypto, being self-reliant with our finances, food sources, and just overall being able to take care of ourselves and not be dependent on anyone else. So, here we go. Okay, that's better. That's better. Nobody wants to look at me all day. So, here we go. First off, I want to come to you guys with a opportunity to invest in something that hasn't hit the market yet as far as cryptocurrency. It's actually backed by a gold mine and several other precious metal mines that will be coming online. And you can get it before it ever launches, before it's ever on any markets. It's like a pre-launch sale right now. So we're going to be going over that later on in the video. But first, I'd like to get to some news as far as the garden. Getting your garden started for the year. So we started ours. I think she got her seeds starts going in the house, in the window, back around the beginning of March. And they're already, a lot of them are anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inches up already. And anyone can do it. You just have to simply, you buy the little seed trays, you start your seeds, you put them by a window, make sure they get sun, make sure you're giving them, water, nice warm water so they think it's springtime and you can get those starts going. That way you're not spending, $2 to $5 a plant from your box stores to buy things that they've grown that you could have easily done at your house. So, and then once they get bigger, and they start hitting that point, if it still isn't, I think 40 degrees is as cold as it should be able to get at night and still have your plants outside. We actually move them to 5-gallon buckets. We put buckets in the house by the window and we do the same thing. And then when it gets warm enough to where the nights aren't getting down below 40, you can start, then you move them out to your garden. So, just a little update on where we are with that and getting our food ready for this year so we can get our canning going. But the main topic I want to talk about today is actually that pre-launch cryptocurrency. Disclaimer, not a financial advisor. Nothing I should tell you should take as financial advice. Do whatever you want to. But I have put some of my money into it. I think it is a great opportunity. And so let's just go from there. But this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what we've done. And if you want to do it, do the research. Do it yourself. It's on you. But it's called GSX. Okay? It's by Apollo FinTech. This company actually has gone out and secured gold mining rights. So when you buy cryptocurrency, all you're buying is a chain of code, right? Bitcoin isn't backed on anything. Ethereum isn't backed on anything except for confidence and code. There's no Bitcoin corporation. There's no central Bitcoin bank, unless you count all the Chinese miners that really control it. So when you get with GSX, and I'll have the links in the description where you can actually go watch some videos that they put out where they discuss in better detail than I can about their mining, their profit sharing. I think it actually even pays you Now don't quote me on this, but I think it's 50% of all profits from selling their gold, lithium, tantalum, and the other precious metals that they're going to be mining. 50% of those profits get paid back to people who hold GSX as a dividend. So I don't know any other cryptocurrencies that pay you dividends, but this one does, because it's actually, you're actually buying a percentage of the gold mine, I believe is how they describe it. So you actually could exchange, they say, your cryptocurrency for actual physical gold if you wanted to. And you'll be able to take tours of the mines if you're rich enough to afford to go to where the mines are and take tours. So, I mean, the sale ends in like 9 days. I think it's the 24th. And there's a buying bonus right now. I think it is 8% today. I'm not sure. But if you use the link that I put in the promo code or in the description down underneath the video, you can get an extra 5% on top of that. But fair disclosure, you have to buy like $5,000, which I'm not even investing. So I might put a couple grand in it just to see where it goes, to see if it's something that takes off. People are talking about 10, 20, 30 times your money. So let's say you buy it for 10 cents. It hits $1. Well, that $1,000 turns into $10,000 real fast. So, I don't know. It seems like a good idea. It's actually a cryptocurrency that has something behind it. And it's not just, like I said, it's not just based on confidence and code. It's actually based on a real physical asset, which to my knowledge, which I haven't been in the cryptocurrency, realm that long, but to my knowledge, it's the only one that is actually based on a physical asset. So, I don't know. I'm going to put a little bit of my money in it. I've already put some. I'm probably going to put a little bit more. If it's something you want to do, there'll be links in the description of the video. You can go through, you can watch the videos, and then follow the link. And it's pretty simple. I mean, it'll let you pick if you want to buy with US dollars. You can put in cryptocurrency to buy with, which I would not suggest. A lot of these guys are talking about buying it with cryptocurrency. But that's like saying you're just going to give them more money. Because what happens if you pay with Bitcoin or you pay with Ethereum? Well, what happens when those 10x? Okay, so you might be able to get $1,000 worth of it now for your $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. But by the end of this year, your Bitcoin could be worth twice that. So I'm not going down that road. The money I have put in, the money I'm going to put in now is going to be actual cash. A guy I like to follow called Crypto Siege calls it dirty, nasty fiat money. So I just think, it's a hedge against inflation. Because let's be honest, the stimulus checks are about to come out here in the next week. They've printed off, another $1.9 trillion. Well, they don't really print it anymore. They just turn it into computer digits, which is backed on even less than cryptocurrency, I guess, at this point. All it is just numbers in a bank. So, let's just say last year at this time, you could have bought Bitcoin at, I think it was $3,000. So if you'd have taken your stimulus check, average family probably got about that. You could have bought one full Bitcoin last year. Okay, household, 2 parents and a couple kids. You could have took your stimulus money. You could have bought a Bitcoin. Well, that Bitcoin today is worth $56,000. That's a pretty good. Investment. Now, I don't know that it's going to keep going up or if it's going to go down. I'm not a market analyst. But what I do know is that if you can buy something at 10 cents before it even hits an exchange, and it's actually backed by something It's what they call a growth stable coin. So as they bring on more assets, it'll become worth more. So let's just say today, I think gold prices now are around 1,700, maybe 1,800 an ounce. Okay, what do you think happens as gold prices, or as the money system, as they just continue to print and inflate the money? As they print money, the value of money goes down. All right, my hands are getting tired of holding it right there. I think it was 1971 when Nixon took us off the gold standard. Basically made our money just worth nothing. Just whatever confidence you have in the government. And let's be honest, most people don't have that much confidence in the government anymore. So a lot of people are taking their money and they're putting it into things like cryptocurrency because it's an asset that isn't controlled by governments. It's something controlled by the people who own it, by the people who buy it and sell it, and it's a market-based price. And I just don't see any way with more money being printed, the value of the dollar going down. This is something that is basically backed on the gold standard, this GSX. It's a way of returning currency back to actually being backed by something. It actually makes your currency backed by gold again. And to be able to get it for 10 cents a token right now seems like probably a pretty good buy. I don't know. I guess it's just up to you. You can do what you want about it. And I'm probably going to be talking about it between now and, what day did I say that was? The 24th, about 9 days from now. I'll probably be talking about it on each video a little bit between now and then. So if you don't, if you don't do it now, I'm probably just going to keep talking about it. It's probably going to get a little bit annoying. So I guess that's about it for today. I don't really have a whole lot more. I think we'll probably wrap it up there. But everybody, probably a good time to get your garden starts going, get your seeds coming up, and just like you're planting those seeds to invest in the future for yourself, for your family, to feed your family, you should maybe start thinking about, where do I put my money? Because when your money becomes worthless, right? Which it will. Eventually, it'll become worth less and less and less. We already see it. Gas prices going up. What's a pound of hamburger cost? $6 now? Your money becomes worth less and less and less. That same dollar put into cryptocurrency a year ago would be worth a crazy amount more. It's not something that can be inflated to oblivion. It's not something that, is controlled by someone other than the market. And in honesty, it's about the best way to guarantee your financial future. It's only been around for, 11 years, maybe 12. And it's already, I think it had like a $1.6 trillion market cap. I think gold's market cap is like 8 or 9 trillion. So imagine, that's another thing, with this GSX, imagine that. Gold has a market cap of like 8 or 9 trillion dollars compared to Bitcoin's, right around $1 trillion or just over $1 trillion. So imagine if you had a cryptocurrency that was based around gold. Imagine if you had a currency that was based around gold, that was a digital cryptocurrency, and you could buy it for 10 cents a coin or a share or however you want to put it. Imagine you could buy something like that for 10 cents. because I don't think gold prices are going down anytime soon. They might fluctuate a little bit here and there, but what happens historically when the gold price sits like it is and the dollar just keeps continuing to get printed? Your gold prices are going to go through the roof. That's just me talking, but I don't see any way that gold prices don't double, don't triple. The silver price I heard some people talking about the other day right now, they're expecting it to be $100 to $200 an ounce for silver. There's shortages. It's hard getting it out of the ground. The stuff that does come out of the ground is already spoken for with large contracts. So it's one of those things to where if you really understand what's going on financially with the world, with how far in debt everyone's going to be, there's always going to be that pay the piper kind of moment where the world realizes, oh no, we've basically printed ourselves into bankruptcy. We can't even service our own debt. We can't pay our interest. We can't afford this. What do you think's going to happen? Do you think the government is just going to throw their hands up in the air and say, "Oh, our bad. Sorry, we printed too much money. We can't afford this anymore." And they're just going to let people starve? Or do you think they're going to just continue to print money, to go in debt, and it's just going to lead to chaos, and it's going to lead to people wondering, when is the next government stimulus going to come? Well, in my house, we decided to create our own government stimulus. To take the money they give you, invest it into a cryptocurrency that is not controlled by the government, that is based on a fair market value, that is based around precious metals, that is based around mining, and basically just invest in ourselves, and create what they call generational wealth, to where I might not, retire to an island in the south of France off of this, but 20, 30, 40 years from now, if my kids, if this is something, in this early on, who knows what this could go to? I mean, imagine if you could have bought Bitcoin 10 years ago when it was, a few bucks, $10, $100, and you just stacked up 1,000 of them. Today, you're a multimillionaire. So I'm not saying that's what GSX is going to be, but I'm saying it has the potential to be life-changing money. Between GSX, other cryptocurrencies, I would suggest you all do your own research, look into these projects. That's what I've been spending a lot of my time doing. I'm a contractor, and it's been rough the last year, so I kind of just decided, well, I'm going to start looking at something else, and this is what I came into. And I came into it back in September, and since then, I've been extremely profitable. Now, I understand that this is a bull market, they call it, and these don't last forever, and there will be downsides, and people will lose money if they don't know to get out, or when to sell, or what assets to use, or where to keep their money. Which is another good reason why I like this GSX. Because if the market cools off, maybe even goes into a downturn, gold is never worth nothing. Gold doesn't go away. Gold for thousands of years has been worth something. So this asset, I really think, is going to be something that will be a good investment and something you should look into. So, with that, everybody have a good day. I just want to get on here and share some of my thoughts with you, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.